off with the first of 3 days for the Global Forum on Media and Gender. It's held here in Bangkok. Many world-renowned speakers have been noted to show up. Let's find out more.
It is my great pleasure and honor to welcome you here today to this milestone Global Forum and Gender and Media. On Gender and Media. This is the first global event on gender and media, and it's an important follow-up to one of the critical areas of concern expressed in the Beijing Declaration and Platform for Action, Women and Media.
We have a very high expectation, so first and foremost we want to launch the Global Alliance on Gender and Media and adopt a plan of action for that alliance, and secondly we would like to develop certain recommendations for the ongoing process of development of post-2015 Sustainable Development Agenda related to gender and media issues.
This global forum should provide a platform to discuss ways to better protect women journalists in the framework of the United Nations Plan of Action on the Safety of Journalists. It should also confront and address the issue of impunity, examine how best to enhance women's participation in the media, and explore ways to better cover issues that affect women.
I think this is a meeting where the different regions are going to put their act together and their work together and to assess what they have done, evaluate, access, and then see what has worked, what has not worked, and see how we improve for the years to come.
It's very important to have gender equality in the society. Gender equality at universities, on the streets, inside the family. Gender equality is not only about media, it's about way of life. Unless we have gender equality and respect for rights, women's rights and men's rights, human rights in general, we cannot have healthy society.
Hello, today we're in the second day of the Global Forum on Media and Gender. We'll be attending exciting sessions such as gender-based injustices, safety of women journalists, and many more other related topics. Hopefully we'll be getting interesting points from panel members and also good responses from attendees.
There are lots of reasons why women don't come into radio, even though they graduate from journalism programs. Security, cultural practices, not having enough confidence, there are lots of reasons. But if we can, in a place where there is no radio, in a place where women's voices have never been on air, if we can get that one woman to go on air for 2 minutes, to tell a story, that's a big start. So, when you start from nothing, I think that...
Well, I think with respect to the gender dimensions of freedom of expression, which is an issue that I focus on, is freedom of expression. It's very difficult to fully enjoy one's right to freedom of expression if you don't have media and information literacy. I think especially as the media information environment diversifies with the convergence across platforms, it's ever more important to really understand and be a knowledgeable consumer of media and of information, understanding how to verify information, credible information. How do you get a wide variety of viewpoints? How do you assess what you're getting? So I think it's really integral to all of these issues.
There aren't nearly as many women in journalism as there should be, because their families are afraid something might happen to them, because it's not nice to be a woman hanging outside somebody's hotel room door at midnight trying to get a quote. Because of all those things that you have to do to be an effective journalist, at least in the tradition that I grew up in, those are not conducive to feminine behavior. And
women happen to be more vulnerable because, as you know, in the Arab world, it's not just a matter of you can kill a woman. You can actually kill a woman without killing her, because you can kill her honor. And that means that her life is essentially destroyed, her family's life is destroyed, and that's the easiest thing to do. It's so much easier than shooting a gun. You can just make assumptions and insinuations, and that's often very effective.
So unfortunately, a journalist does not give you a lot of money unless you are Cristiano Ronaldo, then or maybe Jen Arafat. So other than that, you have to live with that. It's a mission. It's something that you believe in and you want to do. And then
all women journalists could be under one network, whereby that they can help us if we need anything, or not only women. Actually, an NGO somehow, be it international or local or regional, just to keep an eye on us, to know that we're there if we need any help. The other thing is, today I was also talking at a separate lecture about ethics and the need for journalists to respect ethics and abide by the code of ethics.
Well, I think the inputs here, as you say, this is groundbreaking. This is a really pioneering forum, and the alliance that's going forward is also is a pioneering initiative. So you're going to have a source of input in the post-2015 agenda that you wouldn't have had otherwise. A sort of cohesive force to provide that feedback.
And here we are at the last day of the conference, at the final closing ceremony. A lot of interesting points have been made, including safety of female journalists, equal representation of females in the media, and positive imagery of females in the media. What's interesting is how will this play out in the Bangkok 2015 conference.
We are junior reporters for the Doha Center for Media Freedom.